I mean, you get nervous here and there when it's going, I don't want to say easy, but when the score is in your favor, it's like you have to be cautious. So a little bit nervous, but obviously I'm super happy to be here in quarters.
Prakash Amritraj did not hold back after the match. While watching every moment unfold on the court, he went all out in his praise for Alex Eala. And it wasn't just about the victory itself. For him, this match represented something far deeper than tennis. It was about character, composure, and unbreakable mental strength under the highest pressure. According to Prakash, Eala displayed all of these qualities at an absolutely exceptional level. He made it crystal clear that this is no longer about nationality or where she comes from. In his view, Alex Eala has now reached a stage where she is genuinely admired by anyone who truly understands the sport and deeply values strong character. The way she carried herself, especially during the most difficult and tense moments, impressed him the most. It wasn't only about how she played the points, but about how she behaved throughout the entire contest with dignity and focus. Prakash also recalled his personal interaction with Eala during last season's Miami Open. In that interview, she openly spoke about her family and her faith, explaining how those two elements play a central role in her life. At the time, her words had already left a strong impression on him. But now, after witnessing this match, he believes she has truly proved those values on the court. She didn't just talk about discipline and belief, she demonstrated them in real time under intense pressure. Prakash highlighted one of the most important aspects of tennis, declaring that the off-court stuff is actually one of the most critical things for any athlete to succeed at the highest level. He stated that based on what he has seen her do against Laura Siegemund, he is pretty sure Eala can handle all the off-court affairs with the same ease, patience, and maturity. And that ability, he believes, will eventually take her right to the very top. He made it clear that he is not the kind of person who likes to put heavy pressure of expectations on young players, but he is genuinely confident that Alex Eala is eventually going to reach the absolute top of the sport. From the very first point of the match, Alex Eala looked like the stronger player. She was sharp, composed, and confidently dictated the rallies. Her shot-making was clean and powerful, her movement was precise, and she appeared completely in control of the tempo. Everything suggested she would dominate the match early. However, things began to change as Laura Siegemund introduced a completely different kind of challenge. Instead of fighting purely through tennis, Siegemund started disrupting the rhythm of the match. There were repeated pauses, complaints about the crowd, and unusually long service routines. The flow of play was constantly interrupted, and every time Eala started building momentum, something broke it. Despite being outplayed in many stretches, Siegemund managed to steal the first set largely by unsettling the rhythm rather than by overpowering her opponent. This is often the exact turning point where young players struggle. Losing a set in such a frustrating way can easily trigger emotional reactions and loss of focus. But Eala responded in a completely different manner. She did not complain, did not argue with the umpire, and did not let any frustration show on her face. She stayed perfectly composed, and that composure itself was already a powerful statement. The situation became even more intense at the start of the second set when Siegemund took a lengthy bathroom break of around 12 minutes. Once again, the timing completely disrupted the rhythm and cooled the entire atmosphere. For many players, this would have been enough to shatter concentration. But for Eala, it simply became another moment to prove her mental strength. When she returned to the court, she looked calm, focused, and fully mentally reset. There was zero visible frustration. Instead, she started the second set with renewed clarity and fierce determination. From the very first games of the second set, she took complete control. She dictated the pace, attacked with confidence, and most importantly stayed locked into her own rhythm no matter how many times Siegemund tried to disrupt it. Siegemund continued her attempts to slow things down, but this time it had no effect whatsoever. Eala remained disciplined, built pressure steadily, and capitalized on every key moment. Her composure never wavered, and her focus stayed razor-sharp throughout. The result was a dominant 6-3 second set that completely shifted the momentum of the match in her favor. Heading into the third set, the contest turned into a true battle of endurance and mental resilience. It was no longer just about skill, it was about who could maintain composure under prolonged pressure. Eala answered that question almost immediately. She looked in total control of her emotions and her game. Even while Siegemund kept involving the umpire and raising complaints about distractions, Eala stayed completely unaffected. She refused to engage in any unnecessary drama and kept her attention strictly on her own game. That level of discipline, especially at such a young age, stood out significantly. As the match stretched beyond 3 hours, every single point became more intense. The physical and mental demands grew higher, and the constant interruptions added another layer of challenge. Yet Eala matched everything with patience and resilience. She did not rush, did not lose focus, and continued to wait calmly for her opportunities, just as she had done in the second set. She broke through at the crucial moments with precise timing and consistent execution. Another commanding 6-3 scoreline in the third set sealed an incredible comeback victory. It was not just a display of skill, It was a powerful demonstration of mental toughness and maturity far beyond her years. At the end of the match, Eala released all the built-up emotion with a powerful victory cry. It perfectly reflected the immense pressure she had carried and the incredible discipline she had maintained for more than 3 hours. Yet even in that highly emotional moment, she showed respect. She walked to the net and offered a proper, sportsmanlike handshake, maintaining her composure and class until the very last second. In contrast, Siegemund's reaction was noticeably different. After spending the entire match trying to control the tempo through interruptions, her handshake was brief and lacked any real acknowledgement of the contest. The difference in behavior between the two players became even clearer in that final moment. This contrast is exactly what Prakash Amritraj emphasized in his analysis. For him, the match was never just about the result, it was about how it was achieved. He highlighted that what players do off the court, including their mindset and character, plays a crucial role in long-term success. "But I thought, in spite of all of that, she handled herself so well," he said. "She's got so much class, so much grace, and she's just fun to watch." Based on what he witnessed, Prakash is confident that Eala possesses those rare qualities at the highest level. He even stated that while he usually avoids placing expectations on players, he genuinely believes Eala has the potential to reach the very top of the sport not just because of her talent but because of her mindset and emotional strength. These are qualities that cannot be easily taught, but are absolutely essential for sustained success. Eala did more than just win a match. She overcame constant disruptions, handled psychological pressure, and maintained her composure throughout. She showed discipline, patience, and respect in every single situation. According to Prakash, this is exactly what makes her special and what sets her apart from the rest. This performance was not just a victory on the scoreboard. It was a powerful statement about who she is both as a player and as a person. And if this match is any indication, Eala is not just rising in tennis. She is establishing herself as a future force to be reckoned with. What did you make of this match? Was this simply a great comeback, or did Eala prove something much bigger about her mentality and character? Do you think Siegemund's constant interruptions crossed the line, or were they simply part of the competitive side of tennis? And most importantly, after watching this performance, do you agree with Prakash Amritraj that Eala has everything it takes to reach the very top of the sport? Let me know your thoughts below because this match definitely gave us a lot to talk about.